What's up? How you doing? Here we are. Beautiful day today. Beautiful day. It's perfect temperature, perfect humidity, and perfect steak right here. So this is a T-bone, aged 28 days. So it should be very tender. It's a prime, USDA prime, and got a couple items. I don't overdress it. I don't want to ruin the flavor of the steak by disguising it. I do that with lamb. If I had to eat lambs, like lamb, let's say I'm in a situation where I'm on a deserted island and the only thing available, there's no seafood, there's no shellfish, none of that, there's only lamb, and I had to eat it to survive, then I would disguise it with like a million spices, kind of like the Colonel did with the chicken. But when I have a choice, I don't eat lamb. I do not eat lamb. I don't like lamb, and I'm not a fan of Star Wars either. Imagine that combination of the two. You're in a movie theater, somebody tricked you, you're sitting there, you think you're gonna watch, I don't know, Close Encounters of the Third Kind, and I don't know, Quentin Tarantino at his theater puts on Star Wars, and then they bring out lamb on the big tray, and they say, and then you're really hungry too, you want to eat, but then you see it's lamb. And although I will eat it, I don't want to put anybody on the spot if they've cooked it. You know, if I've gone to their house, been invited, and they make lamb, only lamb, I'll eat the lamb. I won't say anything, but I do not like it. But if they had other things, if they had lamb, beef, chicken, I will eat the beef, and then I will eat the chicken, but I will not touch the lamb. Will not touch it. So, look at that. T-bone, get the bone in there. People always say, you know, get the bone in, tastes better. I don't know. Maybe it does. I will say this though, I am not a fan of bone on its own. You know, if somebody made bone marrow, not a fan of that. Not a fan of it. So anyway, I'm gonna put the salt, Himalayan salt, originally from Pakistan, beautiful country. So it's a thick, it's you know, 1 and probably 3/4 thick. And then we have black garlic, dried and ground from Guatemala. Look at that. Black garlic. So this garlic is grown in Argentina. The garlic cloves are fermented slow and low. They're fermented slow and low to create a fantastically savory flavor and deep black color. So let's see. I mean, you know it's going to be good. Rich. I love garlic. I love garlic. So the only thing I can say that's beneficial about the bone so far is that you can get a good grip. It's like a handle, and then flip it. Man, that looks good. This should be very tender. It's been aged, dry aged. A little extra. So you can smell it. I don't know. That's why there's no vampires around, because they don't like the smell. I like the smell. I'm not a vampire. Not a vampire. All right, let it sit there for a minute. And I have cheese. Beaufort. It's expensive cheese. So it's $37 a pound. $37 a pound. But You know, good cheese is expensive. You know what's not expensive? American cheese. American cheese is not expensive. Also not that good. But you know, these type of cheeses, right, that are aged, especially when it says aged in a cave, right? Aged in a cave. When I get those, and you know, and it has to be a hard cheese. I mean, I'll have the mushy stuff, brie, whatever, but I prefer the cheese that's hard. I think it's better for you too. So we'll have a little bit of that. I mean, I could eat this whole thing, half a pound, but you know, but I think you're supposed to eat a little bit at a time. This is not supposed to be a main. So we'll put it over there. So I can't wait to have this steak bone in. But this one, like I said, it's been aged. It's supposed to be 28 days. I think this one's a little bit longer. Put it on the fire, give it a good sear. Give it a nice charred exterior, and then the inside should be pink. I like it medium rare. Some people, you know, they look at it and they go, I can't eat that, can't eat that. Why not? Why not? You can't eat that. What's going to happen? So I'm not a fan of well-cooked steaks. Just you kill the flavor. You know, you lose a lot when you make it well done. You know, cook it where the bacteria on the exterior is gone. I hear something there. It's like a delivery. Yeah, you cook it, the exterior is like, the bacteria is gone, dead, so you don't get your stomach spinning. You know that feeling, it starts off, it feels like a Doberman's biting, trying to get out, inside your belly, you feel it, and then you think, yeah, it'll go away, but it doesn't, it gets worse and worse and worse. Eventually, you know, everything's coming out. I haven't had that in a very, very, very long time, and watch it happen tonight. But no, I haven't had it in a long time, and I'm not a fan of that feeling. So anyway, so let me tell you, let me check it. I think I heard something, so I'll be right back at a flash. All right, I am back. There was nobody, apparently it was just people walking by on the sidewalk, but you know, I'm expecting a delivery, so I have to keep my ears open. So Christmas time. I remember when I was a kid, high school. Yeah, you were a kid in high school, and I think it was sophomore year. And I remember it was a Friday. We were getting ready to go on vacation, and back then it was 1 week off. Not like now. So it was 1 week, and I remember I had a feeling of euphoria, very excited, very happy inside. I was walking on clouds, as they say, and I had stepped out in front of the high school. Forget what I just went out there. It was snowing. I think it was like the first snow, and it was coming down kind of heavy, and that in combination with the fact that we had a whole week off. You know, you had the week off the weekend, so 9 days off. Which, you know, when you're a kid, that's very exciting. So I was thinking of that. I was thinking of the Christmas prizes and all of that. And I remember being very, very happy about that. I remember the third grade. We were up on the top floor of the school. And in the old days, the school was built in the 1800s. So from late 1800s all the way until probably the 1970s, that room that we were in for third grade was a sewing class. They taught you how to sew. They had the sewing machines stored in the back area there, like old Singer, kind of with the foot pedal. And so we were up there, and they had these windows that you see in attics, and they kind of stick out. And I remember one of the kids went to the window. They had the shade down, pulled the shade back, and they go, "Oh, it's snowing!" And everybody ran. It was the first snow of the year. Everybody ran, and we were all excited. It was snowing. And I remember it was close to the end of the day, and we went downstairs, and I was walking around the sidewalk, and the snow was coming down, and it made me extra happy. I don't know, there's something in snow that makes you happy. I think it's like Prozac or something, or not happy, but yeah, happy. It makes you happy initially, and then after a while you're looking at it and you're like, hey, when's this mess gonna leave? It gets all muddy and disgusting looking, and you're looking forward to spring. You know, I remember when I was a kid, we get a lot of snow in that area, and I was very excited about it. You know, snow, day off from school, although I have gotten screwed a couple of times thinking it was going to snow and it turned into rain, not doing the homework, and then you end up going on a day you thought was going to be a snow day, didn't do your homework, and all day you're out of place. All day teachers are angry with you. I want to tell them, you know what, I thought it was going to snow, so give me a break today. So anyway, I remember when March would come by and the weather would start warming up, and I would get out there with a big shovel, and I would start busting up the snowbanks, you know, anything that was left there, and I start throwing it onto the street to clear out my sidewalk, to speed up the process of spring and summer coming. So I would chop it up, and then I would toss it out, and all the vehicles would run it over and make it into slush. Yeah. So I am going to put this on the fire. I'm going to start cooking it, and then I'm going to try it out. Capiche? Alright, I am back. The steak is cooked. I don't want to lose it off the plate, you know, so very juicy. Look at that. Bone in. So I let it rest for, I don't know, a couple of minutes. Try it out. Cut out the fat. Delicious. I'll be right back. Alright, I am back. I'm going to try some of this sauce here. Really high quality sauce. Very tender. So good, you know. Anyway, I'm going to finish